A very good morning, everyone. Let me just confirm once that we are live or not. Just give me a minute. Yes, we are live. Okay, how are you? How are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well. So, in the first class, we understood concepts about ATAX. Like, what is my paper pattern? How am I going to practice for my examination? And if I have given the papers, then how will I analyze the answers? And it went so on. Cool. Later on, in the second class, I told you about the weightage of the paper, right? So if I talk about weightage, students, by now you know that the most important weightage for the examination is about computation of income tax. Yes, students, it's computation of income tax. So students, what is computation of income tax? Yeah, we know that being an accountant, and that too a chartered accountant, we are not just the normal accountants whose work is going to get over if I have calculated the balance sheets or the financial positions and just we have finalized. Students, our work over here is not going to get over. It's beyond that. So what it is beyond that? Every individual in UK, whosoever is earning in sense, maybe no matter it is a non-saving income or maybe it's a saving income, right? Whether you are in the employment or not, or maybe self-employed, or may not that be true. Still students, if you are earning something also, in UK students, it is compulsory for you all to file the income tax return. So we understood what is income tax return. Income tax return is not just one single page where I get to know, acha, this is my income. On this much is the tax. But we understood in the last class, in the day 2 revision, that if I want to achieve till that income, if I want to rise till that income, students, what am I supposed to do? We are supposed to calculate the total income, right? The total income. Then we need to know, am I going to get any sort of reliefs? If I'm getting any relief, please reduce that. Okay, am I going to get some exemptions? If yes, please reduce that. Am I going to get any sort of personal allowance? If yes, please reduce that. And then we arrive to TTP, that is normally known as for business, total taxable profits. If I am an individual, somewhere self-employed, or else I can say employed. Self-employed, it will be trading or business, where I can consider TTP, total taxable profit. But students, if I am engaged into somewhere jobs, so that will be for me total taxable income, okay, TTI. So I think you guys have understood till here, yeah. And then what we were doing, students, we know that in the exams we will be there available with the slabs, yeah. So okay, these are some rates on which the taxes are to be paid. Later on it could be, if just not the tax, it could be different taxes for my savings, yeah, savings. Then if it is a different tax for my dividend, and everything we analyzed. Cool. That was a concept which weighed around 30 to 50 marks. It could be like 40-45 marks and 35-45 marks, yeah, in the paper, and that is compulsory, guys. So again, you cannot avoid income tax. Then I told you, again a concept which is important is a corporate tax, which could be analyzed for, let's say, 30 marks or 25-35 marks. So in between it will range. And the remaining topics, it could be it could be some capital gains, it could be inherent tax, it could be closely held company, and so on. That will range from 10 marks and so on. Okay, cool, students. So today our agenda is to do some good papers. Okay, good papers means, again I told you, I have already shown you the CBE platform, our practice platform, isn't it? And in that practice platform we have analyzed, okay, there are so many question papers. It could be past papers, it could be practice papers, it could be my specimen papers, yeah. And we are so sure by now that yeah, students, so by now we are so sure that whatever paper we are going to practice it, like see, without practicing the paper it will not be a better position that we can go and write the papers, right? And the most important amended thing, what is the amended, the biggest amendment, you know what? It came from June 23 onwards. So before now we were allowed to write 100 marks paper. It was 100 mark paper. But now we know that we are not supposed to write for 100 marks. It's just for 80 marks, right? And 20 marks which I am going to get is for the professional writing. Yeah, means the way I am going to interpret, the way I am going to analyze my answers and so on. So basically in the professional marking which we normally get it, now for 20 marks, oh my god students, it's 20 marks. So you know that too, I shown in the first day. So students, my first question which will be 50 marks, yeah, and my next section 2B questions are 25 marks each. So students, my first question which consists of 50 marks, in that 40 marks will be for income tax, but remaining 10 marks will be for your communication skills. It could be analysis and evaluation. It could be about your skepticism. How do you analyze the question in a professional way? Please answer. Please show the forecast. What do you think will going to affect the company? And the last, commercial acumen, which is the most important thing. That means we need to advise, we need to guide our client, or maybe he will be an individual. So we need to guide it in such a fashion that what is the impact on the long term, students. Now this is what going to be analyzed. So there is something else new that you have to differently write. Oh ma'am, if I want to get that much marks, I need to write something else. No, it's not that. But the way of presentation is being checked. Okay, the way of presentation is analyzed in this. So before going ahead with what are we going to understand, I would like to again show you the CBE platform today, which paper we are going to analyze it for the day. Yes students, so we are at a stretch that we can now solve the papers also. Yeah, and yeah, I am so sure that the students who are watching this revision videos have once completed their studies. Yeah, once they have completed their studies, so it's not for them the first time. Yeah, okay, I'll just capture down, I'll just show you all the Chrome again, and obviously my CBE platform, which is one of my favorite platform personally, because we get to know a lot many things, a lot many, like nothing can come beyond this, nothing can be there beyond this, seriously. And again, I don't have my ID, so obviously need to present my student's ID. So students, you know na, by the time we are so sure, isn't it, that I will be writing where in the computer based. So yeah, my papers are computer based exam. So again, I need to write in which situation. So students, I will have to write in the either word processor or in the spreadsheets. To be more precise, students, they will give us calculations, cool, but they are not going to give us a full-fledged calculation. So they would want us to write many things. Yeah, they would want us to explain many things. So I personally would like to tell you students, try to write your paper in the word processor because it is mostly theory, cool. And if you were on the stretch of writing in the word processor and again you want to jump into my spreadsheet, please give them a proper reference. Means after these questions you need to properly refer, this is the situation, please refer that. Otherwise, how will my examiner know that you have maintained a proper skepticism in writing, isn't it? So examiner will give us a marks when he feel comfortable, and to make him comfortable we need to be presentable, isn't it? Like if he has to search, oh yeah, over here this answer, oh where it is, he have to go to the spreadsheet again what, he will not feel good, he will not understand that your answers are professionally cool. So students, there your marks are going to get cut. So please don't make that mistake, try to be very precise, very appropriate, up to the marks. It's not like for 5 marks so write 5 pages. No. Students, if you even write only 2 paragraphs, it's so small. But if it is up to mark, you are going to get full marks. I am sure you get full marks, because people score very good marks in ATAX. Okay, now advanced taxation over here, blank workspace for my presentation, my writing, my practice. Now going to UK official resources, guys. Today we are going to do specimen paper, which is recently came for us, recently has been came. And today my agenda is not to complete, it's not to complete the whole paper, because see, in exams we can get 3 hours, kind of cool, we get 3 hours to complete the paper. But we are going to go slow, and my expectations are to complete these paper 2 and one more paper. But then today we will be doing section B first. In that section B, students, we have 2 questions, 25 marks each, isn't it? Yeah, so let's get started with this. Okay, just let me show you, please check out. This is for FA 2022, Finance Act 2022, which is amended for our syllabus, which is amended for our paper. So that is going to be relevant for what to what time, ma'am? Okay, ma'am, June, which went, June 23 went, September 23 upcoming, okay, December 23 which is on, and last will be March 24. After that, these answers may not be so relevant. Why? Because the Finance Act will change, maybe rates change, maybe the expectations change. So if it is not amended, the answers are not amended, then it will be again be predated and post-dated. So like not updated, in short. So we need to understand the updated things. Okay, so let me assign over here. So I just can click on assign. I have already assigned this paper to me. So over here we can check it's unassigned. Okay, so here in the assigned materials, let me find my paper and start explaining you all about this. I'll start writing this. So again, we know the over here they will write. However, we don't have any time limit in the specimen exams right now, but in the examination it is going to be 3 hours 15 minutes, which I yesterday told you, please have a habit of writing, having a calculators in your hand. So 3 into 60 plus 15 comes around to be 195. And students, after having 195 minutes, you just need to write a paper for how much marks? Is it 100? Not really, it's just 80 marks. So if I'm dividing it by 80, I'll be getting 2.43 minutes, like something. So it is there with us like 2.5 minutes or 2.4 minutes to just gain 1 mark. So this much time is way sufficient for us to write the paper in the exam, when all our concepts, all our practice, all our expectations are done, and with the full confidence we write the paper. Cool, chalo. Let's move ahead. After reading all those instructions, yeah, we can just move ahead. And yeah, students, we will not go down without scrolling. And on the top, सबसे important, like the most important point, whatever answer you are writing now, it is to be printed, it is to be rooted in which symbol, which currency. Students, it is a pound, huh? So please don't interpret things wrong. So pound is important, isn't it? So pound, and yeah, to the nearest round off we have to write. So in points it is not acceptable, so write in the nearest round off. Cool. Okay, chalo, let us write the first paper for our practice. Okay, let me go to the next. Yeah, so students, we are not going to go ahead with section A for the day. Yeah, I have viewed, Baba, I have viewed the whole paper. I have a whole screen, I have viewed it. Yeah, they would want us to view whole, huh? So yeah, that's perfect, that's beautiful. Let us write. Students, my first question is 50 marks. which right now I'm not going to attempt. Maybe time permits, we will read the question, we will try to solve. But my agenda is to do section B's question, and that too, 2 questions worth 25 marks. You know, if I'm okay to manage these 2 questions, my passing ratio, my passing chances are highest, because section A compared to section B may be lengthy, may be tricky, but section B consisting of 2 marks, when ideally you have to only write for 40 marks. Ideally it's just 40 marks, where you can gain 50 marks. Yeah, 20 marks only you have to write. 5 is a professional marks, then you are going to obviously get. Yeah, but then the conditions applied need to be very precise. Cool. So yeah, let us start writing about the second question of specimen. Over here, specimen FA22 applies from June 23 onwards. Okay, with the new updated and amended FA. Students, I'll just read it the way I read it, understand. Okay, and now many a times students start making assumptions. What assumptions, ma'am? So what they'll do now, they'll start reading the question, they will try and assume themselves, acha, what they would have asked, they would have asked, they would have asked. I am the first one who will obviously tell you, before going into the storyline, before going into the exhibits, first of all check the requirements. What are the requirements? Okay, I'll check over here some requirements. Okay, so what it is, okay, state the reliefs available to Amelia in respect of trading losses. Okay, with the word trading loss, we can analyze. Maybe there is some concept of trading losses, which we can either carry forward or maybe settle. Something like that it could be. Okay. And on the assumption that Amelia did not want to carry forward of the losses, means over here there will be some concept of trading loss. Okay, so we understood, like we have to analyze in such a fashion, maybe something. Okay, explain with calculation how much tax would be saved from each relief identified in the requirement first. Okay, so over here we know when we are talking about trading losses now, students, I know you guys know that very well. When it is a trading loss, we have some options. Yeah, how can I utilize my trading loss? If I'm utilizing some trading losses, I'm settling it off. Don't you think if I'm setting it off any losses, will I not get a tax benefit? Yeah, obviously. You are having income, students, you have income and you settle any losses. So don't you think your income is reduced? Yeah, that will any which ways make me save in the tax. So yeah, they have given us, please write with the calculations. Yeah, we will write it, no worries. Okay, then after that, this is question number A and A. Okay, so 3 marks, 8 marks. Over here only I got 11 marks. Let's see further. Supporting with the calculations the capital gain taxes and income tax implications for Amelia for purposed sale of warehouse 1 and acquisition of warehouse 2 and forklift truck. If I read this, I am getting a hint. Maybe I have sold some warehouse, I have purchased some warehouse, and there is some capital gains. I have purchased some forklift truck, like a movable plant and machinery. Yes. So we know that if I am selling or purchasing any of the asset, what hits? Yeah, the capital gain hits, isn't it? Yes. So we have to think from that perspective. Don't worry, we can do that too. That is not a big issue. Okay, that will fetch you 6 marks. That's cool. Not bad. Okay, explain why Amelia can apply to voluntarily deregister for VAT. Acha, I told you, concept of VAT is also important. Not so much relevant, but then guys, I can tell you basically 8 to 10 marks questions are definitely for VAT. They like VAT a lot, so they will be asking you some procedural part. Okay, so here they have asked us that, see, we want to voluntarily get deregistered with VAT for so and so years. Okay, no worries, we will write that. We will read the question, we will analyze. After reading all these things, like first question for 3 marks, second for 8, B for 6, C for 3. After completing all these things, what am I left with? Professional marks will be awarded, okay, for demonstration of skill in analysis and evaluation and commercial acumen. You get 5 marks. So ma'am, I have to start writing for these also, differently answer it after completing all those answers. I will write. Acha, professional marks for that I'll write. No. Whatever answer you are writing, please interpret, please end your answer in such a way that you can show analysis. You can show a better comparison. Yeah, you can show a future forecast. And along with that, try to be a long-term impact as in a commercial acumen. So what will be commercially viable? Is it okay that I should do this? Or is it fine that if I don't switch this, maybe it is better to sell this warehouse, etc., etc. I don't know. But students, over here only, please don't assume the question that it is going to be hard or easy. Students, it is always going to be easy if you are good with your conceptual clarity. But half of the students, by reading this only, they'll feel, oh ma'am, the question is very hard, the question is very hard. And that is actually not the thing. That is something which we need not do it. Yes? So yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, so after completing this reading, now let us read how are we going to actually see the papers on. So students, at the time of reading this paper, now you should assume today's date is so and so. So after completing this is my first exhibit. So about Amelia, I'll just read it in the first exhibit. Okay, after reading in the first exhibit, okay, after completing this scenario, if I have read all the stuff, I will cancel this. I will start writing in the word processor. Students, you know what? How are you supposed to write the paper? Okay, this is my first requirement. Okay, what is the requirement? Acha. State the relief, what you feel. Okay, copy this. Yeah. Check my answer over here. Start writing control V. Okay, I'll make everything bold. Okay, I'll underline it and I'll start writing the answers. Students, this is the way you all have to write the answers, guys. Trust me, this is the way you get the marks. Answer. Okay, where you don't need the underline. Okay, start writing whatever you feel the answers. Cool. Is it okay? Is it okay? I am not going to practice in the CBE platform. I am going to show everything in the Excel. So I'll be writing there. This is what I am going to normally make you understand. Okay, this is what I have just told you. Okay, fine. So after completing, we can go ahead and yeah, that is what the question is. Okay. Now let me show you completely the answer because that will any which ways make the questions more bigger. So you can easily see the questions. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. I'll just open the Excel for you all. It's not getting open. Why so? Just give me a minute more. Yeah, it's my question B. It's my section B, question number 2. So yeah, this is a question which has been printed in the paper. Yeah, you should assume that today's date is 1st September 23. Okay, so today's date is 1st September 23. Okay, so they have given the date. Okay, it's basically 4 days prior. Amelia is a sole trader. Oh, Amelia is a sole trader. Just reading what is a sole trader means what, guys? Is she employed somewhere? Is she employed somewhere? Is she employed somewhere? No. She is self-employed. She is self-employed. So she is doing her own business. Yeah. So she is self-employed. She is not getting any salaries and anything for others. She is seeking our advice in respect of what? So there are now 3 clauses in which she is having confusion. So yeah, let us read what are the problems that she is having. First, she wants to know the tax reliefs available for the losses incurred in a business. So in short, she is having some losses in a business. So she wants to know what can she get the tax reliefs. Okay. So we know that she is having a benefit. Yeah, that she can either if she is having a loss, she can like settle off with the previous year's profits. Maybe she can settle off with the current year's profits, and yeah, something like that. Okay. I'm not going ahead with what is the scenario. We will go and completely read the question first. Second, oh, the income tax and the capital gain implications. Okay, please, she is having a problem first. This is a problem, first problem. Second problem, she is having that the income tax and the capital gain taxes implications of replacing a warehouse. Okay, so she is having some warehouse problems. Okay, means she wants to sell some warehouse and want to incur something. Let's see. Third, she wants to get deregistration. Acha, deregistration for the VAT purpose. Acha, she wants to get deregistered. So maybe now she'll be already registered in the VAT and she is having a problem in all those three things. So she wants to get our knowledge. No worries, we'll advise her in a better way. So yeah, up till unless now what I understood, Amelia is a sole trader. Okay. So she is not engaged in any employment. She has her own business where she is actually incurring losses. Students, we know maximum time we will take to read the question. Yeah, because as in when we read the questions, our mind should start working in that area, so that when I answer the question, my answer will be very fast. My answer will be literally very fast. Okay, let's read it ahead. Amelia is a sole trader. She is seeking advice in respect of the tax reliefs available to the losses, okay, and some income tax and capital gains, and yeah, derecognition also, yeah, the deregistration of the VAT purpose. The following exhibits available on the left hand side is given this information. Students, my first exhibit was about Amelia. Hey, what is Amelia? The client who the name is Amelia. This information is used to answer the questions requirement with the chosen things. Okay. So students, this is the first point about Amelia. This is about Amelia. What about Amelia? What happened to Amelia? Amelia has owned her in unincorporated business AS Trading for many years. So what is the name of a business? It's basically AS Trading. Okay, I'll just make it more bigger. Okay, so Amelia has owned her own unincorporated business. So she is already having a business. The name of the trading is AS Trading. Okay, so the trading name is AS Trading. Her saving income is £6,000. Oh, she's having income. Ma'am, you told there is a loss. But let's see. From the business, non-saving, she'll be having loss. But can I have some other income? Yeah, ma'am, we have non-saving, saving, yeah, and dividend. So maybe somewhere it is a loss, maybe somewhere it is a profit. Let's see. Somewhere there is a gain. Her saving income has £6,000 each year. Cool, each year. When the word each year comes, we should analyze something. Yeah, why it is each year? Let's see. Her rental income of £11,600 from a UK resident property in tax year. In the current year, she is having one rental income also. So maybe there will be some rental income. So okay, so she must be having some property on which she would have either given it on rent. So she is earning some rental income also. So yeah, this is all things which I can analyze on my own. And in the tax year, so let's see when it is. Okay, had no rental income in the tax year 23-24. Students, what is this current year? This is my current year. You should assume your year as 1st September 2023. So students, 23-24 is your current year. Yes, okay. So what happened in the current year, guys? In the current year, she is having no rental income. No rental income. So that means over here, this rental income was when? Maybe from the previous year. Okay. So that means her saving income in both the year is 6,000. Her rental income in the prior year is 11,600. Her current rental income is nothing. Acha. So after reading so much, I analyzed these things. Cool. So yeah, is it okay? Cool. Now what happened, guys? She sold this property on 30 April 2023. Yes. So in 23-24, basically in the 23-24 year, she sold her property. So then she will not be having rentals. Yeah, because her rentals got seized on 31st March. That means in the previous year, guys, you have to analyze. This is what they are asking us. So in the previous year, she was having rental income till 31st March 23. In 22-23. In 23-24, she sold the property. If she sold the property, how will she have rentals? Isn't it? Yeah. That is what should come after reading. Okay, I'm not going anything further. It's okay. It's just a random reading. Okay, it's just a random reading. Second, oh, about the company, guys. Oh, what is this? What is this? Achha, I am expecting when my year ends on 31st December 2022, that is 22-23 for the year, I was having a trading profit of 30,000. Cool. And in the current year, 23-24, I am expecting a loss of 14,000. Okay. You know, there was a concept of loss relief. They were asking in question. Maybe this could be impacted. Let us read. Don't worry. Okay, so previous year there is a profit of 30. Current year there is a loss of 14. This is what I could analyze. Okay, chalo. Let's read further. Amelia's recent capital disposal. What is capital disposal, guys, now over here? What is capital disposal? So maybe she'll be having some assets. She wants to sell it off. Like, okay. We have to be very careful while reading this. Okay, we need to be very careful while reading this. Okay. My year starts on which date, guys? Which is my year? My year starts from, either it could be like April, or like 5th or 6th of April, 6th of April, 5th of April, till that the year. Now 22-23. Basically, I'm having 2 years, 22-23, and I'm having over here 23-24. Have to analyze very carefully. Students, when have I made a sale or disposal of painting? When painting, na, you made a disposal on 1st June 2022. In the previous year. Yeah, in the previous year. So this 10,700 is a loss, not of the current year. It's for the previous year. Okay. Easy. Further, UK rental property. Acha, you told here na, you made a sale of this property. Yeah. This property UK. You made a sale on 30 April 23. Oh yeah, ma'am, in the current year. You had a gains of 45,000. That is cool. You're gaining 45,000 pounds. So painting is being sold in the previous year. Current year, UK rental property is being sold for 45,000. Yeah, that's cool. Again, in the current year itself, 16th August 23, shares of some companies are sold for 28,000 profit. Oh. So that means if you analyze things now, you will understand painting is sold in the previous year. UK rental property, you are getting a gain in the current year. Shares in some other company, squad company, is basically sold when? In the current year itself. So if you check, there are 2 gains in the current year. Yeah, ma'am, these are the 2 gains in the current year, capital gains. Yeah. And this is a loss in the previous year. So yeah, I can write current year, over here also current year, over here it was previous year. Okay. That is something I could just analyze by reading this. I'm not presuming anything. Let me just randomly read the question first. All these disposals are made to unconnected person. So yeah, everything is made to unconnected person. So though there is no related parties or some closely held thing or associates, it's not that way. Okay. Amelia have never lived in the UK rental property. It's okay. The shares of the company is unquoted trading. Okay. Amelia sold the whole of 3% shareholdings in squad company. Okay, just give me a minute. If you read this, just a minute. Just a minute more, students. I just want to keep my books aside because students, over here, if you read, Amelia sold the whole of her 3% shareholdings in the squad company, which is unlisted. Hey, what does that mean? She has acquired some shares in 2021. Is she going to get business asset disposable relief? No, it's just 3%, guys. She'll not get. Yes, she's not going to get the business asset relief. No, 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 no. Over here, you should get that hint in your mind. Yeah, chalo. Let's go read other thing. Let's go read other thing. Now, after reading this much, this was all about Amelia's income. Oh, okay. This was all about Amelia's company's, like the business she was into, profits and losses. Okay. Amelia's capital situations. Okay, so she has made a sales and all. Now, if you check, proposed sale of warehouse 1. What is this proposed sale? So she's proposed sale means she wants to sell some warehouse. So she is already having some warehouse. Now she wants to sell the warehouse. Let's see. Amelia has acquired warehouse on 1st May 2017 for £86,000. So she has purchased it way back in 2017 for £86,000. Okay. Amelia will sell the warehouse on 1st May 24 for its expected market value of 118,000. If I read this, I analyze one thing clear. That, okay, this is my purchase price, 86,000. Yeah. This is my selling price, 118,000. So if I can do, ma'am, that is a gain for me. Yeah. £32,000 is a gain for me. Which gain, guys? It is a capital gain. By reading this, I could understand maybe something capital gains. They are going on the forward hit. Let's see. AS Trading occupies 3 out of the 4 floors of warehouse. Students, this is a thing which you should understand. Why have they told like this? AS Trading company occupies 3 out of 4 floors. That means AS Trading is doing what? Guys, AS Trading is doing some business. Yeah. If they are doing some business, out of the 4 floors, if 3 floors are occupied, that means 75% of the place is occupied for work, and the later 25%, that is 1/4, is been given on rent. So maybe that is not for business purpose, that warehouse. Yes. You should get this hint while reading this answer. While reading this statement, that is 75%. That is 75% of the space in the warehouse 1 is used for business purpose, and the remaining 1/4, that is 25%, is let out as a trading. Okay, let out as a property income. Okay, chalo. The remaining floor, that 1/4 one, guys. The 1/4 one has been rented out to tenants throughout the Amelia's workshop ownership of the building. Yeah, we understood that. Okay. So this is about my proposed sale of warehouse 1. It's not just over, guys. It's obviously proposed purchase. Just reading this, what you should get in mind, ma'am. So I am selling one warehouse. Yeah. In return, I am purchasing another warehouse also. That means what? By making a sale, you are getting some proceeds, and out of this proceeds, if you are purchasing some another asset, another selling one land and building, if you purchase another land and building, you get some roll. Yeah, coming perfect. Yes, rollover relief we get. Yes, students, we get some rollover relief. Yes, I'll not go into details when will I get the rollover relief, but that concept should hit once you just read the 2 words: sale of warehouse 1 over here, purchase of warehouse 1, purchase of warehouse 2. Amelia will purchase this warehouse on 1st March 24. When did I made a sale? Guys, you made a sale on 1st May 24. 1st May 24 over here. You made this. I'll make it with dark green. No, dark purple, so that everyone can easily see that you made a sale of first warehouse on 1st May 24. Over here, we purchased the second warehouse. Amelia will purchase this warehouse, second warehouse, on 1st March 24. Okay. So we need to understand the students. Okay. Structures and building allowances is not applicable to this warehouse. That's cool. Okay. She will also, another thing also she purchased. Cool. She also acquired a forklift truck. If it is a truck, it is my plant and machinery. Agreed. Is it a movable or immovable? Yes, it's a movable thing. If it is a movable thing, capital allowance concept comes into picture. Capital allowance comes into picture. Okay, let's see when she has purchased. On 1st March itself she purchased. Cool, cool. Amelia will pay 83,000 for warehouse 2. Okay, so she has to purchase. She'll purchase warehouse 2 for 83,000 pounds. And when she wants to purchase the forklift truck also, she will pay 23,000 pounds. Okay. So in short, for purchasing warehouse 2, she will pay 83,000 pounds. And for purchasing the forklift, she has to pay 23,000 pounds. Okay, cool. Amelia will start to use the whole of warehouse 2 from 1st May 24. Okay. So now she wants to use the warehouse 2 in her business only. Let's see. So what actually initially was happening was, in warehouse 1 now, when she was having warehouse 1, she was using warehouse 1 but not completely in her business. Only 75% of warehouse she was using in the business. Remaining 25% she was letting it out. But now she don't want to use warehouse 1. She sold warehouse 1. She wants to purchase warehouse 2. Hint. She wants to purchase warehouse 2 and now she wants to use the warehouse 2 in her business. So this is a storyline what they're giving us. Okay, let's read again. Okay. After understanding the purchase of warehouse 2, some other concept of VAT is provided. Okay. AS Trading, acha, my company, oh, Amelia's company is having a taxable turnover for the VAT purposes. Okay, the previous year's turnover is given 23 and 24. Some forecasts are given for 65,000 and 79,000. Cool. Now what happened? Amelia expects that the taxable turnover of the business will continue to increase gradually in few years. That's cool. AS Trading Company makes wholly standard rated supplies. Yeah, that is also pretty cool. Amelia wishes to apply the voluntary deregistration she wants to make. Cool, nah, it's okay, she can make. But we should know what are the criteria when she can make the voluntary deregistration. I am not going ahead with the criteria what it is right now, but I think you guys would have got the hint. Yeah, hint mila? Yeah, you should get. Now you should assume today's date is so much. And now guys, it's the requirements. It's the time of requirement. Yeah, let's go ahead with the requirement. Yeah, students, this is my requirement. Without going ahead with the requirements, okay, this is first requirement which I'll make it bold and dark blue, so that you can read it on your own. Okay, you should analyze what. First, please read my first requirement. State the reliefs available to Amelia in respect of her trading losses. Oh. So yeah, ma'am, she was getting a trading loss. Yeah. In the current year. Yeah, on 31st December 23. Yes. On the assumptions that Amelia do not wish to carry forward any loss. If she do not wish to carry forward losses, then she has to adjust the loss. Yes, if she don't want to wish to carry forward, she has to adjust the loss. How will she adjust the loss? On what profits she'll adjust the loss is to be understood, is to be taken care of. So yeah, let us write the question. Yeah, just before formulating the answer, which we are supposed to formulate it. Yeah, this is what I want to write the answer. I want to develop writing the answers. Just take a break of 2 minutes. You read your question on your own. Yeah, please read the question on your own. Take a break of 2 minutes. Read the question on your own. This is what the first concept is all about. This is our income. This is our expense. This is our losses. You just need to read a question for your own. Yeah, I hope everybody read the question. Yeah, now it's time to solve the answers in a perfect manner. The way I would want you all to write in the paper, we are going to practice the same, isn't it? So yeah, let us start understanding and developing the answers. That's all cute and easy. So in the current year, now students, and in the previous year, both the years, Amelia is having a saving income of £6,000. So we know whenever an individual is having some income, we show it separately, isn't it? Yeah, because we know the rates are different for savings, for non-savings, and for dividend income. Okay, that's perfect. Her rental income was 11,600, but then when in the previous year, in the current year, so she sold the property, so there will be no rental income. Cool. Understanding the question? Yeah. So yeah, so you sold the property also. So yeah, the current year, this is what my expected profits, and yeah, this is my current year loss, this is my previous year's profit. Students, after reading this, when I start developing my first answer, what I'll do, I'll just copy it. I'll just copy it, paste it over here, the question as it is. Yeah, this is my first answer. This is my first answer which I would like to explain. State the reliefs available to Amelia in respect of her trading losses. Okay. And this question carries how much marks, students? Please see the weightage. Please see the marks. Okay, it is basically over here for like 3 marks. So you know, I always explain you all. I don't know whether you all have taken classes or not, but I hope if you all would have taken the classes, our first agenda was to formulate the things which are now presented in the question. So yeah, without going wasting time, I will just formulate the question which is there available to me. So I'll just make some 3 columns. Yeah, I can make it on like that. Yeah, students, in the Excel, if you want, in the paper you can do it in Excel, or like if you want, guys, try to solve these questions. Yeah, try to solve these questions in the word processor itself, so where now answer will be very easily visible. So yeah, let's writing over here income tax return. Yeah, the first thing over here comes is the previous year, so 22-23, and over here it's 23-24. Cool. So this is my years which I have written. Okay, now the first and the foremost thing, students, what is the trading income for the current year? Yeah, current year, ma'am, there is a loss. Previous year it was profit. So let's write trading income. So what is the previous year, students? Income profit. If you check in the previous year, guys, it was how much? Yeah, it was 30 previous year, current year 14 loss. Previous year it was 30,000. Students, everything in pound is expected. Everything in pound is expected for you all to write. Okay, clear? Second, what did you got? Another thing, did you got any interest income? Yeah, in both the years we got interest income, isn't it? In each year, if you could analyze 6,000 and 6,000, guys, you remember? Yeah, you can read. Her saving income, her interest income is 6,000 for both the years. So yeah, we wrote that too. Okay, I can make one more thing, better way. Okay, in the current year now, let me change the color so that it could be visibly easily. Is it okay if I write it with the purple color or blue color? Everything I'll make it bold, because I'm super obsessed with bold color. That makes our eyesight very easy. But then in the paper, please don't make everything bold. Okay. So yeah. Now, is there any other income left over with us? Please read the question. Yeah, ma'am. Saving is done. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Rentals only in the previous year, 11,600. No worries. I can write it over here. Rental income. Yeah, rental income. In the previous year, it was 11,600. Current year, it is no, because students, what we did, we sold it. It's okay. So we just need to take the profits. Oh, ma'am, is it 8,000 minus? But what we have to do is, when I'm writing the income, I will make it 0, and in the bracket, I will write 14,000. Why? Because we want to know only the income current year. So 6,000 only is the income left over. And if I check on this, my previous year, I had a total income of 47,600. You may not even realize what I did it. Maybe the one who knows how we solve these questions in the paper, so it's not a big deal. See students, I want to get the income current year. I want to see what is my profits for the current year because I want to settle the losses. To settle the losses, students, first I should know the income, isn't it? So first my priority is to get the income for the current year. So students, 6,000 is now the current year's income which I am getting this. Okay, so I will want to book over here my total income. So yeah students, this is my total income. In the previous year it was 47,600. In the current year it is 6,000. Okay. Ma'am, is it only this much income there? Guys, if you read the question further, ma'am, in the current year she has earned, the company has earned some profits and losses also. What is this profits and losses, ma'am? I don't understand the profits and losses. That is something which you have to adjust. Okay, that is not a big deal. That is not a big deal. In the current year students, we are having some capital gains also. What is that capital gains? If you read out over here, if you read out loud over here, the company is having a capital gains. In the current year, it is gain this to current year. This is previous year. Yeah ma'am, because it was 1st June 22 previous year. You sold the painting, you are having a loss. That is also something which we have to write, isn't it? Yeah. So I can make it over here capital transpose. Because of that also I can have an income, isn't it? I can have an expenditure. First, what I mean, I disposed of the painting. But students, when I disposed of the painting, that is relevant because it is basically in the previous year, fiscal year 1/6/2022. In the previous year. Is this my loss of the current year? No ma'am, that is a loss of the previous year. So please write it in the previous year itself. So I will write it off. Is there any profits? No ma'am, 0. But there is a loss of 11,700. Yes, cool. Perfect. But what I made a sale in the current year, if you check, you have sold a UK property and shares. First of all, it's a UK property. UK residential property. Students, residential. Why am I emphasizing on residential property? You know, at the time of selling, at the time of earning capital gains, there is a different rate for tax for residential property. You remember? I will show you. For residential property, if you are a low income person, there is basic rate. Then it is some 18 and 28% that you should remember. I will show you. So okay, this is a residential property which you sold on 30 April in the current year. Yeah. That is basically 30 April 23 in the current year. Okay, what amount did you sold? What was the profit that you got? Is it 45,000? Yeah, don't worry, I'll show you. 45. And shares in Squat Limited 28,000. But when I made the sold, yeah, that is again important, isn't it? Yeah, let's read. Okay, on 16th August 23. Cool. Current year only, 16th August 23. Yeah, that is current year. So this is not a big deal. So we could easily manage to get these amounts, isn't it? Yeah, let's read further. What have they asked us? Okay. After getting this, can you tell me what is your total income? What is your total income for the previous year, for the current year? The total income. Yes guys, the total income. Everything with red. What is my total income, guys? My total income. If you check over here, students, is it 47,600 only? The total income. Loss, I am not talking about the loss, guys. I am not talking about the loss. Seriously, not talking about the loss. But okay, let's write here total income for capital gains. Better to write like this only. Capital gains. Is it 0 in the current year? Yeah. Here it is 0. Here it is how much? These two are the gains. If I check or if I total the gain, I will get some good gains. That is for sure. Students, what I did over here, it is just that. Up till unless here, I have not calculated anything. It's just whatever is there in the question. I need not go and read it on and on. So I have just formulated the things in the sheet. Okay. Students, if you formulate like this, you get marks. But if someone will ask me, ma'am, is there any proper format in the way we have to write? So I'll give you a big no. Students, there is no format as such that you all have to write like this only. So no. There is no proper format. You need to know how you are going to present, and accordingly you will present writing the answers. So students, what was the questions? Relief available to Amelia's trading losses in the current year. Guys, there are basically three reliefs. Okay, I'll just now, students, I'm writing it just to explain you all, just to explain it in the exams. Please don't do like this. Yeah, over here my reliefs. Students, I'm having three reliefs. What are the three reliefs? Please try and understand the reliefs. Yeah, my first relief, my second relief, my third relief. Yeah, by the time who has seen my second and third videos, my YouTube, they are well aware of, like, ma'am likes to make some arrows and wants to decorate the things. Yeah, I am the one who wants to decorate things. So basically, now students, I am having three types of reliefs. You can adjust your loss with the current year's profit. First of all, offset the current year's loss with equal to current year's profit. Or you can adjust it with what? You can adjust it with current year's capital gains and all that. Okay, so that means what we can do is other thing. I can carry back my previous year's trading also. That means okay, what I can just write it over here. Relief against chargeable gains in the, I can check out the gains, I can check out my chargeable gains in the current year. Yeah, you can adjust in the current years also with the capital gains. You can adjust, or if you want, you can go prior. You can prior in the previous year. You can get the relief against the previous year, profits of previous year. Or you can do like that also, students. You can get the current year's profit, but if your current year's profit are less, then you can go to the previous year also. So current year first, then previous year. So if I just want to make you understand, students, you can adjust against first wholesome profit of the current year, no matter it is a normal gains. If it is normal gains, you are adjusting, means normal trading only. If it is okay, then it's okay. But if you feel your trading income is less, then you can adjust against capital gains also. That is for the first year, for the current year. But I feel, oh, the current year's only profit I will take, and the previous year's profit I will take trading, that is also allowed. Or if you don't want to adjust in the current year, directly go to the previous year and adjust against that profit. Even that is pretty cool. Okay, first thing happens over here. Amelia can set off her trading loss in the current year against the current year's income. So students, what is the trading loss for her for the first year, current year? Students, if you check, your loss is 14,000, isn't it? Your loss is 14,000. What is the current tax she is having, current income? It's only 6,000. If she is having only 6,000, can she adjust? Do you think there is any tax savings? Because what is my question, guys? If you read the question, I am not just asked to carry forward. No. I have to make the assumptions. What will be my savings also? Yeah, if she wants to carry forward, what are the reliefs? What are the savings? What are the reliefs she is having? Oh, ma'am, so I want to check the reliefs. Yeah, that means what, guys? Is she having any tax benefits? Oh, if she is already having only 6,000 income, don't you think a 6,000 income will be settled off against? She'll be having now the personal allowances. Yeah, that is already covered. Of 12,570, she can cover. Yeah. So let us write. Amelia can set off her trading loss how? For the first thing, reliefs available for her. Okay, I can write here. Reliefs available in respect of Amelia's trading loss for the current year, for the year ending this 31st December 2023. Cool. So yeah, this is the first relief. Let's see what am I supposed to write. Students, you are supposed to write this way the answer. It's not just the format. You can write on your own also, but the words should come. So the loss of the current year, the loss of the year ending on 31st December 2023 is the loss of the current year. Yeah, is the loss for the current year, which is basically 23-24. Isn't it? Agreed? Yeah. Accordingly, Amelia can set off the losses also. Yeah, she can offset her losses against the total income of the current year. Yeah, against the total income of the current year, which is 23-24. Or if she wants, she can settle it against the previous year also, or against the previous year. Yeah, it is against her. If she chooses to settle off against the current year only, yeah, if she chooses to offset the losses against her total income of 23-24, that is the current year, guys, the current year, she can offset that too. She can offset that too. But students, what will be the situation? What will be the situation? She can offset it. But how much? What not? Okay, so relief available against the current year. Okay, only against the current year. Only against the current year. Relief against the income and chargeable gain of the current year 23-24. Hey, what it is? Why I have written chargeable gain? Because students, my loss is 14,000. So I know in the current year, this is my current year. If I want to adjust against 6,000, my 14,000's loss will not be adjusted. I have to even adjust for the losses against my capital transfer also. Yes. So 6,000. So out of these, suppose 14,000 is my loss. I adjusted against 6,000. So 14,000 minus 6,000 added. Still 8,000's loss I have to adjust against my capital transfer. So when you know I am having these two capital assets. UK residential. So students, your residential property is having some different percentage of taxes. Don't you think? Yeah, ma'am, the percentage will be different. Then how will I adjust? So first, let me write. Amelia can offset her trading loss against her total income, which is 6,000 for the current year. Yeah, first year. So she can offset her loss against the current year's profit, which is equal to pound 6,000. Yeah, that much is first thing which we can write. This will not generate any tax saving because she is already covered in 12,570. Yeah, this will not generate any tax savings because she had already maybe taken a personal allowance. Yeah, personal allowance of 12,570. That is something which we know. Yeah, now what is her remaining trading loss? Write that. My remaining trading loss is equal to 14,000 was a loss minus 6,000. So if you check, it's 8,000 pounds is the loss, remaining loss. Now she wants to adjust it 8,000 also, where she can get the benefit against the capital gains. Yeah, she can get the relief against the capital gains, isn't it? But which year, guys? 23-24 only, the current year only, isn't it? So what will be her relief? How much she can get the capital gain? So actually, what is the capital gains? First, we need to write that. Oh yeah. So my capital gains is 73,000 for the current year. So yeah, let's write that. Yeah. So relief against relief against the capital gains yeah, that everything is there, na? 73,000 will have to generate some to tax saving she has to get. But what will be the tax saving? That is important, students. That is important. So she'll be getting the capital gains. So 73,000. I'm so sorry. 73,000 pounds. Capital gains of 73,000 pounds. How much tax savings she will get? Do you remember? She'll be having some 28% settle off against the residential property. Why 28%? Did I got anything at a higher slab? Yes. So yeah. If you remember, okay, I can just make you analyze. Just give me a minute. If you check the situation in the current year over here, if you already have the current year, tell me now, what is the income? What is the total income in the current year? If you check, do you think her total income is something more than the basic tax rates? Yeah, ma'am. Our basic tax rate is 37,700. Yeah, 37,700. But her basic tax rate is way beyond. So let me show you one thing. We have, I want to show you ATAX. That my, where is my day 2 PPT? I have already presented over here. Yeah, I have shown you, na, in the first day also. Yeah, do you remember that slabs? So I think I have to show you all only. Wait. In the Chrome, let me show you over here. In the ACCA, my ACCA global.com. In that, if I check, I'll show you all. Students, you need to know the rates. If you don't remember, then also it's okay, but try to remember because it will save a lot of time for you all. Yeah. Yes. So this is what I feel. Practicing now, we develop the skill of learning. Yeah. From yesterday, na, the site is heavily loaded, so we are looking and the information cannot be loaded. Visit the ACCA learning, so now it is not supporting. From yesterday, it is not working. You can try on your own. If it is working for you all, it is super. But for me, it's not working. I have checked in for my other students also, but still was not working. So that is again not good thing for me. But let's see. If you guys can work on that, it is beneficial. Okay, no worries. I'll just show you the study guide, which I have already downloaded it, which I'm having it. Some tax rates now I'm already having it. So I thought of initially showing y'all. But if it is not going to work, how will we study? People who have already studied that school. Yeah, who have already downloaded it. Because now it's the high time. Chalo, this is the situation. Yeah, if you remember students, I told you, whenever basic income is more than this, yeah, over here, it's more than this, yeah. So obviously my tax rates are going to be high, yeah. It's more than this, so obviously my tax rate is higher. But I was talking about, ma'am, the capital gains. Is it any which way is going to impact my capital gains? Yes, students, obviously. Remember capital allowances. Okay, but ma'am, I'm talking about capital gains. Okay, income tax relief. No, ma'am. Capital gains, ma'am. Where it is capital gains? Capital gains. Normal 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, ma'am. That shares normal 10, 20. But remember, the residential property. If you are a higher rate taxpayer, ma'am, 28%. But ma'am, you get some exemption. Annual exemption of 123. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll go through it. We will go through it. Yeah. Let us write. Let's write that. Yeah. Chalo, we need to write that. Okay, so basically now there will be a savings of 28% if I settle it off against this. Means if I'm already having a profit of 73,000 pounds, and out of that if 14,000 I'm utilizing, don't you think now I need not pay 14,000 into 14,000 minus 6,000, so 8,000 pounds. I need not pay the taxes of the rate of 28%. Yeah. So this is my tax savings. Yes, this is my tax savings. So it will generate over here. It will generate over here the relief. Yeah, it will eventually generate. It will generate a relief for me. And tax savings. What amount, guys? Tax savings of what amount, students? Is it 28%? Yeah, of 28% is a trading loss, and against the residential property of 28% for the residential property. Because of the trading loss, 28% being the settlement of trading loss, against the gains of residential property. I don't think there was nothing which we could not understand. So students, what will be my tax saving first? My tax savings is what? My tax savings is what? Students, what is the profit first of all? Guys, your loss was 14,000. First you adjusted against that 6,000 normal. So there is further loss of 8,000. Now if you adjust this 8,000 and you settle it off at 28%, that is 8,000 into 28% savings. Students, this is my savings. I hope 2240 you understood. This is my savings for the first. Yeah. So 2240 is my savings. I hope everybody understood this. Yes or no? Yeah. Pakka? Clear? Okay. Now so we can directly do my questions. Yeah, it is very simple, very simple, very simple. So how did you got that? If you want now, students, beyond going this, before going this, we can make one more table. We can make one more table, which is again very simple. You can now to easily see this answer. I'll show you some exemptions. Okay, I'll just book it over here. Yeah, for my capital gains only. For my capital gains only. Capital gains. Yeah, I'll just mention it. What are my normal capital gains? So students, in the current year, when I'm adjusting it in the current year 23-24, what are my gains? Okay, so I have made two sales, UK residential property and shares. So I've made a residential property and shares. Cool. So I'll write it over here. My residential property, and over here shares I have made a sales for. Let's write it. So what amount you made a sale? Okay, I made a sale of residential property at 45,000. Shares, what I made a sale at 28,000. Let's book it that 28,000. So if I take the total, this is my total chargeable gains. Yeah. So you can easily analyze, that's all. Over here I just can make a total. So yeah, this is my total 73,000. That is something which we knew also. Yeah ma'am, there is something new. What about this? Ma'am, can we now book a carry forward? Can you tell me what is my chargeable capital gains? Students, if they don't ask the question, but still हमको क्यों लिखना है? Why do we want to write? Because we have to analyze the thing. Because to analyze, to interpret the thing. So this is where the interpretation comes ahead. Yeah. So first I can adjust any brought forward losses. What are my brought forward losses? In the previous year, guys, you remember this was a loss? Yeah, from my capital gains. So now I can adjust my brought forward losses of that painting, guys. Painting, it's minus 10,700 in the current year. In the current year, you can adjust that 8,000 loss. Yeah, trading losses claimed in the current year. Yeah, so trading loss claimed in the current year is also something which you can adjust, 8,000. Is there anything else which I want to show? Guys, if you remember, I just now told you there is some annual exemption. Yes? Yeah, students, we get the 12,300. So now if you just want to check, now you can get what is your shares, what is your profits. That's all. Now students, this is my leftover profit which I can book it. Like how? This is my total gains. This is my total chargeable gains. That's all. I hope you understood it. Yes, if I want to take the total, it is now reduced to 42,000. Yeah. Yes. Sure. Yeah, with these we have completed the question A, first part and second part. First part and second part. So we will be analyzing like, ma'am, how first part and second part? No. It's first part only I have completed. I'm going ahead with another exemptions. Over here, I just adjusted it with the current year. Okay. So if I want to see the analysis, I should go both the ways because calculation also went with the first part. Yeah. Over here, if you can read, explain with the calculations. How did you got the relief? So yeah, we calculated also. We got the relief also for the first part for A1. Okay. I'm not going ahead with the warehouse. Students, there is something more left over here. Yes, ma'am. Over here, I just relieved against this. What about the current year's situation? If I want to settle off in the previous year's current year's losses, I want to settle off with the previous year's profits and so on. Yes, students. So if I want to do, I need to write it again. So let's write it. Let's write it down. So yes, students, to achieve marks, have to write. So chargeable gains, tax implications. Just give me a minute. Wait. I just need to write. Give me a minute. Yeah. So yeah, till here though we made it clear. Okay, relief again. Yeah, important. B point. If I want to get a relief against the income in which year, guys? Income from the previous year. That means, what is my current year's loss, guys? My current year's loss was that 14,000, isn't it? But now I want to suppose settle it off with the previous year. Oh. So now what happens? First of all, we need to check what is the previous year's profit. Is there anything given in the question? Yeah, ma'am. The previous year's profit was 47,600, right? Previous year's profit. Okay. 47,600. Arey, what's she coming in the first lap? 47,600, ma'am. But then we get the personal allowances, 12,570. So maybe she'll be having a gain of 35,030. Ma'am, first lap 0 to 37,700. Acha, this is what I could analyze it. Okay. So in the previous year, basically in the previous year, I can write 22-23, comma, Amelia's total income was what? Total income was 47,600 pounds. Yeah. And she can get a claim and she can get the personal allowances of 12,570. She can get the personal allowances of 12,570. Thus, she will be a basic rate taxpayer, isn't it? Yeah, is it cool? That too we understood it. Okay, now what is the savings she can get? So how much savings she can get? Obviously 20%. Yeah, she can get the tax saving benefits of 14,000 losses into 20%. Obviously she is a low taxpayer, so 20%. That's all. 14,000 into 20 by 100. It comes to 2,800. So over here it's 2,800. Try analyze what am I telling. 2800. Over here she was having a tax saving of 2240. Okay, what I can make is just to have an overview. Yeah, 2240. Over here it's 2800, which is better. Up till unless I think this is better. 2240 no, 2800 is better. Is it so? Ma'am, she can have one more choice. What? She need not go directly to the previous year. She can adjust something from the current year, something from the previous year. Current year's profits, previous year's profits. Okay, let's write that too. If you want, she can get a relief. She can have a relief against income in the tax year, both the ways, 23-24 also income and 22-23 also. So before going ahead, I need to know Amelia has lost. Acha, how much is the profit for the current year? Current year she is having a profit. She is having a profit of. She is having a normal trading profit of having a trading profit of 6,000. Okay, of 6,000 as a income. Yeah. So she can adjust. She can offset only 6,000 losses out of 14,000 loss, isn't it? So she can go forward. Yeah, so current year she did. Now in the previous year she can adjust the remaining losses. Guys, what is the remaining loss for her? She can now adjust the remaining losses in the previous year. What is the remaining loss? 14,000 minus 6,000, which is 8,000. Cool. Yeah. Hey, what is her income in the previous year, guys? Third pointer it is. In the previous year, her income was 47,600, isn't it? Yeah, 47,600. Yeah, 47,600. Okay. In the previous year, her income was 47,600. Achha, what personal allowance she can get? Yeah, ma'am, 12,570. So again, students, her basic rate is less, right? So again, over here, she'll be having a tax savings of only 20%. Slab rate. Yeah. So on that, if I'm multiplying 20%, which is 1,600 is her savings. So if you check now, guys, in the first scenario, she's having a saving of 2240. Over here she is having 2800 and over here 1600. So it's better, so she can adjust her losses from the previous year. That will be the best option. So students, while writing the analysis, while writing the final answer now, students, here is the mark that you get at the time of writing the final answer. So what I can write, the last option what she had, basically the option she had to adjust the losses from the previous year completely, it's more beneficial. So yeah, I can write like this. The total savings is this. Okay. So yeah, the best analysis is the best and the beneficial and the most beneficial tax savings that Amelia could get, that Amelia can get, is through offsetting the loss against the previous year. Yes, so students, if you write like this, you get 11 marks. 3 marks for this question, and for calculative part you get 8 marks. So I hope the question was clear. Yeah, the question was clear. Can we go ahead with the next question, which is the most easy question, because we managed to do the difficult question now. Yeah, let me read the question for you. The second question: do you want a breather? Do you want to drink water? Please drink water. Even I'll drink water for that meantime. Yeah, just give me a break of 2 minutes. We'll resume back, or a minute. Let's start with the next question. Yeah, as I understood that the first question was a bit thing which you may feel a bit hard, but now all the questions are literally very easy. Yeah, so yeah, let us get started. Explain with the supporting calculation the capital gain taxes and the income tax implications for Amelia of the purposed sale of warehouse 1, purchase of warehouse 2 and forklift trucks. Okay, so students, over here now there are three topics, three parts given. First, what you did it, you sold warehouse 1, right? Was that first warehouse completely occupied for business? I think no, isn't it? Because we know that portion, yeah, 3/4 of the portion was used for business and 1/4 was not used for business. Yes, yes, yes. So basically 75% was been used for business purpose and the rest 25% was used for maybe the rental purpose. I sold one warehouse, I purchased another warehouse. Yeah, that is a hint. You sold one warehouse, you purchased another warehouse. What is a concept hit over here? Yes, students, if you can understand, somewhere you can have a capital gain, somewhere you can have a rollover relief period. Yes. And when I talk about the forklift trucks, it is a plant and machinery on which it is a movable. So what we get? We can get a capital allowance. Yeah, is it simple? Okay. You know what is my rollback period? Yeah. For example, you have already made a sale of some land and building. Okay, you made a sale. And after making a sale, you purchased another land and building. But within how many period? On the date of disposal, prior to disposal 12 months prior, or after disposal within 36 months. So 12 prior and 36 later. So that is, if I have made a sale, if I have made a disposal, and before that within a period of 12 months if you have purchased any plant and machine, any land and building, or after the sale, after the disposal within a period of 36 months if you have purchased any land or building, then you can get this relief. Okay, so what have they asked us? Explain with the supportive calculations the capital gain taxes and the income tax implications also on the proposed sales. Yeah, it is easy. It is easy. I can tell you it is easy. I'll just copy this and I will paste it in the second sheet where I'm going to paste the answer. Let's read out the thing loud. Okay, let's read the question. What have they asked us? If you can check in the question, this is my scenario. My proposed sale of warehouse 1. Oh, students, if you can check, you have made a first disposal of warehouse 1. When did you make the disposal of warehouse 1? That is important, guys. That is important. Literally, it's important. When did you make? Do we know when I made the sale? Let us read the question first and then we'll move ahead. Okay, let us read the question first. Yeah, if you can read it. Amelia acquired warehouse 1 on 1st May 2017 for 86,000. Amelia will sell the warehouse on 1st May 24. Okay, so basically this is a situation. Can you tell me what is a gain over here? What is a sale of gain over here? Okay, if I want now, I can just make it over here only. 86,000 is purchased, 18,800 is a sale. So if I check 118,000 minus 86,000, is 3,200 my gain? Yeah, 3,200 is my gain. So how will I start writing the answer over here? If you can check writing the answers. Yeah, students, I need to write over here capital gains, taxes and income tax implications on sale of warehouse 1 and purchase of warehouse 2 and purchase of, along with that, forklift truck and forklift truck. Yeah, this is what they have asked us to analyze. Students, what will I do for the first thing? For the first thing, I need to know what is my situation, what is my business use purpose, and for the warehouse first, for the warehouse one. Yeah, if I can make it over here, the boxes, if I can make it over here, the boxes, it will be more easier for us to analyze. Okay. You need to know what is my first scenario, business use, how much it is, guys. For business purpose now it is only 75%. Yeah, business purpose it is only 75%. For residential purpose, or I can say for the property that is non-business use, it's 25%. Non-business use 25%. It's okay. What is the amount am I getting at the sale? Oh ma'am, the disposal value, if you check what is the amount of sales that you made, you have to check. Students, it's 118,000 and 86,000 was the purchase. 118,000 and the cost was 86,000. 118,000 and 86,000. So if you can check, guys, this is your gains. This is your gains. 32,000 was my gain. Yeah, cool. But students, are you so sure that out of this 118 full is for business? No ma'am. So what is the amount for business sales, ma'am? This into 75%. Cool. And this is remaining for 25%. Same goes with the cost also, students. 86,000 into 75%, and over here 86,000 into 25%. That means if I can just check out both, my business and my non-business gains are this 24,000 and 8,000. Cool. Now I need to find out. What is my rollover relief. Will I get any rollover relief on the first warehouse? So yeah, students, we get a rollover relief if I purchased a second house or second warehouse in that qualifying period only. So yeah, let us write that. Rollover relief is available on the disposal of warehouse 1 and the purchase of warehouse 2. Why, students? Why? Because I have made my invested amount, means whatever proceeds I got, I reinvested in the qualifying period. So whatsoever the proceeds we got, whatsoever the sale proceed we got, reinvested in the qualifying asset, qualifying period itself. So guys, what is first of all the period? What is the period, guys? We should know warehouse 1 and 2 both are land and building, so obviously they are a qualifying asset. So yeah, warehouse, I'll write W1, warehouse 1 and warehouse 2, yeah, both are land and building, so obviously it's gonna be what? Qualifying asset. So it is known as a qualifying asset. Yeah, cool. So by what time should I sell? I told you now, something like prior and later. So what was it, prior and later? Okay, so before going ahead, we need to know what will be the amount. So I can just, the reinvestment should be made when the investment is to be made 12 months prior to sale or disposal, yeah, or within 36 months after the disposal. Can I get to know when I made a sale, and when I invested in that company? Yeah, you can just read it, guys. We sold on 1st May 24. Yeah, I have made a thing bold, guys. You remember, I made a sale on 1st 5/24. And when did I purchase warehouse 2? You remember? Yeah. We purchased warehouse 2 on 1st March 24. Yeah, before 12 months. Yeah, 1st March 24. So yes guys, it's a qualifying thing. So yeah, we can get the rollover back period, but how much? What is the amount? What is the amount? See, you got a sale proceed of 88,500 from the business thing. And what was the amount that you have paid or purchased the warehouse to? Guys, I have paid 83,000. Yeah, I have paid 83,000 for my warehouse too. So now over here I have to write business use proceeds are 88,500 over here. Yeah, business use proceeds are 88,500 and I purchased it for 83,000, isn't it? Yeah. So business proceeds which I got proceeds received by Amelia is 88,500, and what this proceeds when we are getting at the time of sale, right? But how much Amelia reinvested, how much she purchased? There is Amelia reinvested only 83,000, isn't it? Yeah. So is there any difference? That means only the partial investment is charged. So what is chargeable gains? Yeah, you remember the partial investment is done. Yeah, the partial reinvestment is done. So obviously we have to do that chargeable thing. Yeah, so chargeable gain is what, guys? Chargeable gain is what? You remember? Lower of two things. Lower of two things. Lower of what, guys? It can be lower of chargeable gain and cash in hand. Lower of chargeable gains and cash in hand. What is this? Students, you should remember all these things are done in the class, like prior only it is done, prior only. Yeah. So guys, if you can check out what is cash in hand. So basically you got a sale, you got a sale of 88,500, but you only reinvested 83,000. So what is in hand, guys? You have is it 5,500? Yeah. And guys, what is chargeable gain? How much gain I could get? If you can check. Oh ma'am, this was my chargeable gain. Chargeable gain was 24,000, which is less, guys. Obviously 5,500 is less. Yeah, so this becomes your chargeable gain, and on these now this will be chargeable gain, and no lower and no rollover is available for the non-business purpose. Okay, so that is also cool. So now this becomes my amount. Okay, when I talk about these amounts, students, 29,500 and all, we cannot get any rollover for this. So I just need to write no rollover relief is available for the non-business gains. Yeah, achha, that is cool. Students, there was a third thing also. We have purchased a forklift. Yeah, forklift, that plant and machinery. Yeah, that is what basically the truck. So that is a plant and machinery. So what I can get? Ma'am, we get capital allowance 100% AIA we get. Yeah, annual investments. Yes. So that is something. Please write it. So purchase of forklift will not qualify for rollover. I don't think. Yeah. So over here, purchase of forklift will never be qualified for any rollover reliefs. Yeah, as it is a movable plant and machinery which is qualified for capital allowances, which is basically 100% AIA. Sorry, it's 100%. That is annual investment allowance. I hope everybody got this answer. So yes, student, this way if you write, guys, you fetch 6 marks to for sure. Along with that, even your professional marks are going to get increased because of the way you have wrote the answer. With this, we have completed a lot of questions. Now just a smaller part is pending. And yeah, we are done with this question. Done with the question. So yeah, this question is done. This is done. Yeah, ma'am. Now the last part, guys. Voluntary deregistration. Who never knows this, guys? Everybody knows this. Everyone knows this. I am pretty sure everyone knows this. VAT concept. Explain why the Amelia can apply voluntarily deregistration from VAT purpose on the current year, and what she expects that if she has to cancel, what were the consequences. Guys, marks are only 3, but consequences they have asked. So again, we need to think a higher way, and again at the proper place we have to start writing the answer. Okay, so just copy the question. Okay, students, do you remember the VAT concepts? Yeah, you should remember. I'll just show you once a thing. If you don't remember maybe VAT concepts, I'll just present the things for you all. Yeah, over here, guys, if you remember, in the VAT there is some registration and deregistration criteria too. Yes. Yeah, just give me a minute. Let me figure it out. Where is VAT available? Yeah, students, for registration, the limit is 85,000 pounds in the like my forecasted things. And if I want to deregister some company, my forecasted profits should not increase. My turnover should not increase more than 83,000. If it is less than 83,000, then you can easily deregister. Hey, have there anything given in the question? If you can check over here, guys, AS Limited is having some taxable turnover. Copy it and I'll paste it over here so that we can check it easily. Students, over here they have given for the purpose. When I want to get re-registered, students, on 31st December 23. During the year ended on 31st December 2003, what was your forecast? My forecast for the year was okay. But am I going to see these forecasts? Please, yes or no. Students, this is what is very important. Please, don't get confused here. Students, this year's turnover I will not be seeing. This year's taxable turnover I don't want to see. The year on which I am planning to deregister it, I want to see the turnover for the next year. So the next year is 73,000. Yeah, that is less than 83,000 for deregistration. If it is less than 83,000 for deregistration, on the same date when you apply, guys, on the same date when you apply for deregistration, you are deregistered. That means you are not registered now. You are deregistered. So what could be the implications, guys? Once you are deregistered, and if you are already having some input, you have purchased or you may have sales, so you have to cancel that too. On the very date it will be understood that you guys are deregistered. Okay, it's just 3 marks. The answer is also very simple that everybody knows. Just need to write for deregistration. Yeah, deregistration for VAT. I'm not writing the whole value added tax, but I hope you guys understand that. So over here, Amelia is able to voluntarily deregister. Yeah, we know that. She's bail, no? She's Amelia is able to voluntarily deregister for VAT. On which date, students? As on 31st 12/23. As her, you have to write the taxable value does not exceed so and so. Okay, as her value for the taxable supply supplies in the next year, in the following year, are not expected to go beyond, yeah, are not expected to exceed the limit, to exceed the deregistration limit. Guys, what is that? Deregistration limit, which is basically pound 83,000. Students, this is important. This word if you write, you get 2 marks or maybe 1 mark. That is literally important, guys. You should, in your answers, this amount should come. It's not just yes or no. It's not just yes or no. Okay. So on that day itself, her registration will be cancelled. Her registration will be cancelled from 31st/12/23 onwards. Yeah, okay. And because of that, the output VAT will be payable now. The output VAT now, whatever she is having now, so that she has to pay compulsorily on all the non-current assets, guys, and the inventories too. On which all input VAT was previously claimed. See, yeah, my handwriting, my writing speed, my everything, please don't judge on that, because yeah. But if the total VAT is payable, if it does not exceed 1000, then though payment is not required. If I'm writing, if the total VAT does not exceed 1000 pounds, then it's okay, then no payment. So yeah, this is all the way you have to write the answer, and that's all. We have completed very beautiful question of 25 marks, and again an important one too. So I hope this type of questions may come, because it is a specimen type questions which is highly chances of coming in the paper, like something you can see. Okay, so yes, with this we have completed the first question of section B. I hope that was easy and manageable too. Let's understand the question 2 for the day. Let's understand the second question for the day. See, the questions are easy, guys. The questions are easy, and the marks which we can get are also manageable. But the thing is that you should have a practice on your own, guys. You should have a practice on your own. The way we need to write answers is important, guys. Yes, it is important. Now, if you see the question, I have already made the question in the format. Okay, if you can just check on. Students, this is again the specimen question only, but it is the second specimen, like basically specimen which we were doing it. Section B's question number 2. Okay, section B's question number 2 is to be done, and that is not so big. I hope we can wind it up in just an hour, maybe. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with this question 2. It's easy and manageable. You should assume today's date is 1st Jan 2024. Okay, 1st Jan 2024. Cool. Okay, I am always the one who will never read the story first. I am the first one like that. I don't know whether teachers tell you or not, but I will not read all these things. I will not read all these things. My first criteria goes ahead with understanding of the requirements. So guys, where is the requirements? Oh ma'am, from here there are requirements. You should assume today's date is so and so. All this is my requirement, which I can make it bigger one. Okay, you should assume today's rate is 1st Jan 2024. Explain why Top Limited, okay, I'll not say Tapo or Tope or whatever it is, Top Limited is classified as a close company, guys. Hint, answer to be written from the perspective of close company. Okay, close company. Let's see what is the second question. Explain with supportive calculations the tax implications. Okay, some tax implications will be there for both Dorian and the Top Limited if Dorian repays the loan rather than later. Okay, so maybe the top company has given some loan to Dorian. Let's see who is Dorian for them. Maybe close company. Hint. Maybe hint. It could be a partner. Maybe it could be a shareholder. Could be a director. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead. Explain with the support of calculations which of the two alternatives. Okay. So there will be not two alternatives given in the question. Let's see what are the two alternatives given in the question. Okay, for providing help, assistance with travel cost. Oh, traveling cost, we know traveling cost normally will produce. Okay, so there are two alternatives, have to choose best of them. which produces lower cost for the Dorin. Okay, cool. That is something which you can do it. State with the reasons the due date for filing TOPE limited corporate tax return. Ma'am, 12 months we have to pay. Sorry, 12 months we have to file, ma'am, the return, and within 9 months, ma'am, pay the tax. But ma'am, there could be two things. It could be large company also. It could be small company also. Let's see. Let's see. For the year ended and so much. Okay, professional marks are allotted for the evaluation and acumen. Cool, 5 marks. So yeah, at least we read the question. We'll understand. Let's see now what is the storyline going ahead, and accordingly we will like use our mind in that area. Okay. Chalo, let us start reading. Yeah. You have been asked to provide advice to Dorin. Oh, okay, we are going to advise them. Cool, na? Okay, who is the Dorin now? The managing director of Top. Okay, he is the director. Cool, the MD of the company. Cool, chalo. I was waiting to know who is the Dorin. So he's not an employee, he's a director. Okay, let's see. The Topes Limited status is as a closed company. Okay, so yeah, it's a closed company. The provisions by the company, or the provision by the companies of the employment benefits to Dorin, and so we need to advise. We need to advise on what things? We have to advise the company, the topic company, on the advice that, oh, how much provisions he can book for some benefits given to the director. Okay. What is the late filing company's corporate return? Okay. So these are the exhibits. Okay. Cool. So, okay, I have to analyze on 3 parts. The topic company is a closed company. Is it a closed company or not? Okay. If it is a closed company, should there any be employee benefits for the Dorin? Can they book any employee benefit? If yes, what value? And what is the due date of filing the corporate tax return? If yes, if late, then what? Let's see. The following exhibits are given on the left hand side. The first exhibit is Dorin and Tope. Okay, Dorin and Tope. So who is Dorin, guys? Dorin is a director of the company Tope Limited. Okay, when Tope Limited is understood as a closed company. So when it is closed company, we should know, when I talk about company, when I talk about closed company, we should know a company which is known as a closed company if it is controlled by some directors. Yeah. And 5 largest shareholders of the company. It can be any number of directors. Yeah. So let's see what have they asked us in the question. Let's see. Tope Limited. Okay. About the employer limited. Tope Limited. Okay. Tope Limited. It's a UK resident trading company. Oh, UK resident trading company. Company, and it's also a closed company. Okay. It had 6 director, more than 5. Oh yeah, ma'am, 6 directors. Dorin and other 5 unrelated individuals. Okay, so Dorin is there, some unrelated individuals are there. Cool. So basically 6 directors. Let's see. Has an accounting reference of the 30th April. Okay, so year ends on 30th April. Okay. Always pays all amount to HMRC. Okay, so they are good at paying the taxes by the due date. Good. That's good. They have given it's not a large company. Not a large company. Means, you know, na, when it is a large company, if I'm having any income tax to be paid, a corporate tax to be paid, I have to pay it in 4 equal installments. Yes. Yeah. And my installments are also to be paid, which is equally, right? But if it is not a large company, then one shot we can pay. But when should we pay? After my year ends. Within 12 months, I should file my income tax return. But within a period of 9 months, I should pay my tax liability. This is something, guys, you should like recall as in when you read the question. Yeah, let's go ahead. So over here, I understood this is important. So yeah, there are 6 directors, 1 and other 5. Okay. Now, Topes Limited, who are the shareholders? They are giving the shareholders also. Let's see. The shareholders of that companies are as follows. Okay, my director, Dorin. Oh, what is my director's position? My director is having only 5% shares. Students, we know what is closely held company. So when I tell about the closely held company, a company is known as a closed company if it is controlled by whom? Any number of shareholders who are directors or 5 largest shareholders plus they should have more than 50% control over the share capital. 50% more. Let's see how many are there. Let's see. Over here now, ma'am, Doran is having 5%. Cool. Other 5 directors. Huh, ma'am, this many only directors were there. Yeah. Ma'am, this many directors were only there. Yeah, Doran and other 5. No, Doran is having only 5%. Other 5 are only having 25%. Shit. Ma'am, it's so less. It's only 30%. Students with 30%, can the company be a closely held company? Ma'am, no, minimum 50% they want. Yeah, so I don't think so. Let's see further. Doran's father Bessel, 23%. Father. Director's father is also having 23%. Confusion should not be there. Until unless we know that, students, we know that it is not just the director. All the relatives are also included, which are known as associate. That means Doran, his parents, yeah, his grandparents, his children, his grandchildren, his brother, sister, his siblings, his partner. Everyone is a family. Everyone is associate. That means, guys, come up here. Even this 23% will not be an outsider. We have to please take these things into consideration. And now, this becomes a part of family. And yes, guys, it is 53%. That means now it will be a closely held company. So this is also to be added. So now only this much are unrelated is 47%. That means it's a holding company. It's a closely held company. Students, I felt this question is pretty easier than the prior one. I also feel it's very easy. Let's see how you guys are going ahead with. Okay, let's see about Doran company also. Hey, what is Doran? Doran is not a company. That is a director there. So even about his salary they are talking about. Let's see. Doran company, he is having a salary of 78,000. Ma'am, salary, ma'am, so big salary, ma'am. Is Doran a basic taxpayer? No, ma'am. His salary is increasing. His salary is more than that 37,700. Plus, if we are also giving him that 12,570, because not more than 1 lakh personal allowance, still now, ma'am, it's more than that basic. So obviously, my Doran is a high taxpayer. Okay. So with this, I understood this. How? Students, Doran was provided with interest-free loan of 75. Interest-free. So Doran is not required to pay interest. No. Interest-free loan, ma'am. From Tope company. Oh my, like I am the director there. My closely held company. You know, when closely held company gives us some interest. Closely held company gives us some interest. Company has to pay tax on that. Yes. Notional tax. Remembering? Yeah. So notional tax means what? Over here now, it's notional tax means the company, it deposits. Okay, the company which deposits to the closely held company, and the company, closely held company, has to give loans to their shareholders, or we can say their directors. If they have given the directors, then the notional tax amounts to 33.75 is to be paid to income tax authority, to the department. So over here now, for Doran only, the company has given us a loan, and that too it is an interest rate. That does not make sense. So ma'am, the company has to pay income tax. Achha, that is fine. Hey, is Doran liable to pay anything? For Doran, is there any income tax implications? Students, remember the limit. If Doran or the director is getting any interest-free loan from the closely held company, which is lesser than 10,000, they are free. No problem. Okay. It's ma'am less than 10,000. No tension. Doran has no tension. Okay. Doran is going to repay. Maybe he can repay on 30 June 2025. Achha, loan is on 6th April 22. He can repay on 30 June 25, or if he wants to repay, he may repay earlier also. Hey, is it going to impact Doran? No. Whenever he pays, he has only taken 7,500 as a loan. So for Doran, that is not a big problem, but there could be a problem in the name of company. Yes. Because the company wants to pay taxes. The company are liable to pay the notional tax. Yeah, so there can be a glitch there. Okay. Doran has no other income. He works full time in the Topes Limited. Okay, company. Cool. So yeah. Now what about my top limited? My top limited assistance with Doran's home to work course. You remember I told you in the question we understood. Yeah. So there are basically two alternatives. So top limited is giving some benefits. Yeah, benefits to the directors. Basically two alternatives. He may help him, he may give some mileage allowances, he may give some other allowances also. Let's see what have they asked us in the question. Top limited over here wants to give some assistance, some allowances with Doran's home to work time. For mileage allowance, do you remember? Can I go from here, my home to workplace? Am I going to get mileage allowance? Think. Will not get. We only get the mileage allowances only for the official work. Official work does not mean from home to workplace. No. From work to workplace, everything is official. From home to work, it is not a working allowance. So guys, mileage allowance we will not get. We should also not get. The Doran should also not get. The top limited is considering the two best alternatives which he can reimburse or give to Doran with the cost of his daily travel from home to work. Oh, let's see. So guys, there are two alternatives. Alternative 1, alternative 2. Alternative 1, alternative 2. So we check alternative 1. What it is? On 6th April 2024. On 6th April 2024, my year starts. When is it given? Yeah, ma'am. So April till year end. Okay, let's move on. On 6th April 2024. Again this company is going to give interest free loan. Yes. So what he feels now, it's better to give them more loan. If they are giving more than 10,000, tax implication will arise. Yes. For Doran also 2% tax implication arises. Let's see. So initially 7,500 they gave. Now they are going to give more loans of 4,800. Gone. No worries. On 6th April 2024, Top Limited will make an interest-free loan to Doran on 4,800. 4,800 pounds, equal to the cost of travels. Okay. Top will write off the loans, means they are going to pay the loans. They are going to cancel the loans on 5th of April. Cool. Doran will not incur any additional liability. Cool. Under this alternative. Okay. Hey, what is the second alternative? Employer, there is a Top Limited, that closely held company, will pay Doran a mileage allowances for driving his car to work, from his home to work. Guys, not allowed. Mileage allowances allowed ही नहीं है. It's not allowed. 3,600. Top Limited will pay an unconnected company an annual fees of this much, 1,200 for car parking. Car parking? Hey, is car parking allowed? Is car parking allowed? You should think. You should tell me right now. Is car parking allowed? Students, car parking is an exempt benefit. Car parking is not allowed. Car parking is an exempt benefit. Why are they paying for that? It's an exempt, guys. It's an exempt benefit. Not allowed. Not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. Cool. Oh. Doran has estimated that his current annual cost from home to work is this much, including the parking. Cool. So he wants to do, let him do. So if he thought his cost is 52,520 and car parking 30-20, students, that is not allowed. So that guy thought, Doran thought he will have a liability of 3,900. But my toppy is going to pay, my employer is going to pay, my closely held company is going to pay 3,600. So what do you think? What is an extra cost which the Doran has to incur? It's 300. Yeah. Sitting over here only we could analyze the thing. Achha, and that's fine. That's cool. See, what have they asked us? Achha, the company, the topic company, my company wants to file the income tax returns, the corporate tax returns. Okay, the corporate tax returns. The topic has filed its corporate tax returns for the year ended on 30 April 22 on 29th August 23. Within a period of 9 months after the year. Something like maybe. HMRC has issued a notice also. The company has to pay the top on all the previous returns are on time. So students think there will be some penalty. ITR is to be filed within a period of 12 months, but the tax is to be paid within a period of 9 months. If you all are not paying, penalty could be hit. Okay, penalty could be hit. So what is the penalty, guys? You know, if I am delaying it by 3 months, ma'am, 200 pounds, something like that. Yeah. We will go through it. Yeah. First, explain why the top limited is classified as a closely held company. So, okay, very simple, very simple. I can write it very fast for that answer. Chalo. This was the question, and for that, the first alternative I have to read. Students, over here, 6 directors were there, Doran and other 5. Okay. And this is not a large company also. And these are my shareholders. Okay, I'll just copy it. And I'll paste it over here so that we can read it easily. So fine. Now what can I write? Okay, I'll start writing the answer. Is it known as a whole closely held company? Yeah, it was. Before I thought it is not. But we know associates. My family are also associates. Yeah. So we have to. Okay, chalo. Let's just start writing over here. Reason for closely held company. Reasons for close company status. Students, this is the way you all have to present the answer, please. Try to start writing and try to develop the answer. So a company is a closed company if what happens? A company is a closed company if it is controlled by what? If it is controlled by what, guys? First criteria. Please, first and second you all have to write. By number of directors. Any number, Any number of directors. Yeah, who are shareholders basically. Any number of shareholders who are directors, or students, this is also important, the largest 5, the 5 largest shareholders of the company. Over here, if we check basically, so if I'm talking about the total directors, guys, I got 30%, right? Yeah, 30%. But that will not make more than half. So we need to write the criteria for 50% also. So that is known as control. Means what, guys? Control is established, control is exercised by shareholders who owns more than half of the company's issued share capital. So it is not more than 50%, guys. Anyway, it is not more than 50%. Up till here, though, I don't find. But we know one concept about associate also. But for the purpose of determining control, a shareholder is regarded as owning, yeah? A shareholder is regarded as owning own shares by their associate. In the question, in addition to the shares owned by the director. Yeah, over here, Dorian's father is an associate, right? So Dorian's father is an associate. So if I take up the total, it will be more than 50%, right? So again 23. Add it, ma'am, it is more than 50%. So we have to write it. So accordingly, it is increasing to 53%. So yes, it is a whole company. Okay. So Dorian is regarding. Okay. Dorian is regarded regarding all the owning. So in short, it is 53% holding. So yeah, so yes, it is a close held company. Okay, so students, this is done for the first answer, which you can fetch it, like you can get 3 marks for that. Okay, 3 marks you got it for that. Yeah, easy, easy. I didn't thought any question over here for the 4 marks. So nothing was difficult in that. Students, when you get the answers very small, yeah, when you have small answers, but the marks are like 4 or 5, we have to write precisely. What precisely, guys? We have to write the act precisely over here. So this is the words, so please write the words precisely. That is a commercial acumen, yeah, and the technical analysis. Let's go ahead with the second question. Explain with the supporting calculations the tax implication for both Dorian and Top Limited if Dorian repays 7,500 loans on 30 April or on 30 June. For Dorian, is it going to impact students? For Dorian, it is not going to impact. It is going to impact only for the company. Why? Company has to do what? Guys, company have to contribute. Company has to pay the taxes. Company has to pay the taxes of 33.75% as a notional tax. As a notional tax. Yeah. Students, you know one concept now. I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys know that. Chalo, let us first start writing the answer. Implications. For implications. Tax implications. Tax implications for both, for Dorian and the Top Limited. The Top Limited. On the early date. If you're not paying on 30 June, if you're paying on 30 August, so if you're not paying on 30 June, but instead of that, if you're paying early on 30 September, 30 April only, is it good? Good from the perspective of company. Let's see how. Let's see how. Of early repayment of the loan as on 34/25. So yeah. So what could be the impact, guys? What could be the impact? So write it properly. Students, for Dorian it is no impact. Okay. There there is no tax implications for Dorian. So he is not concerned. He is okay. He is okay with it. This is only loan. This is the only one loan, na? Initially loan outstanding, which is again not more than 10,000, right? Okay, that much in the 2025-26, where will be no interest rate, interest on loan bearing exceeding 10,000 pounds. So that means in case if it is exceeding more than 10,000, na students, then on loan 2% interest is charged. But over here, though, it is only 7,500. So till here now there is no problem. Till here there is no problem. It's okay. For Dorian it's okay. But students, for Top there is a problem. As Top Limited is a closely held company. It's a close company. This is a problem now. The company has to pay the notional interest. Yeah, the notional tax. Yes, the company is supposed to pay. The company has to pay the notional tax. Students, what is notional tax, by the way? What is notional tax? Yeah, you know, na? The company taking the deposits and they are giving the loans, so we have to pay the notional taxes to the government. But what is the time, guys? What is the time? They have to pay the notional tax within a period of 9 months. 9 months, but when? After the year ends, after the accounting period ends, and then they get the refund. Hey, what is this? Now this is important, guys. Now this is important. The company has to pay the notional tax within what? Within the period of 9 months after the end of accounting period in which loan is repaid. Okay, what is this, guys? For example, if the loan is repaid on 30/4/25, so that is basically 30 April 2025. What is my year end in the question? If you can check the first liner, guys, I told you it is having an accounting reference of 30 April each year. Okay, so over here my year ends on 30 April. Yeah, my year ends on 30 April, but she is paying, the Doran is going to pay me on 30 April 2025. Can you tell me over here, what is my year end? Now that is a question now, students. Now over here there will be a problem. If Doran would repay in 2025, actually he used to pay in like late on 30 June rather than 30 June 25. He paid on 30 April only. Okay. Now what will be the situation? Yes. Think. Yes. I think you got it right. Students, within a period of 9 months. Guys, what is 9 months over here? What is 9 months? If you check, it is 1st Feb 2026. Is it so? Yes? Yeah. Just 9 months. If he paid on 30 June 2025, then what is 9 months, guys? No. 9 months we cannot take. Year end. After year end, 9 months. So my year ends on 34 2026 and then 9 months mean 1/2/2027. So that actually means that for the company the refund will be delayed. Understanding, the refund will be delayed. Now I will write for the company the refund will be delayed. I hope now you understand the concepts. Yeah, the refund will be delayed for the company and that is not good. Yes, chalo, let me write from the perspective, from the Doran's perspective, what could be the scenario. Yeah. From the company, from the TOPS company's perspective, what should have happened? Yeah, from the company's perspective, earlier repayment will be happy because he'll get the tax refund soon. Earlier the repayment of loan by what bless me by Doran will fetch him the early refund. Yes, suppose if Doran will repay on 30 April only, yeah, if Doran is repaying on 30 April 2025, then what is the scenario, guys? Yeah, so it will be happy, isn't it? Which is basically the year end also, because on 30 April only is the year end. So 34 2025 is the year end. So within a period of let's say 9 months, he get the refund. The top company gets the refund, and that is basically, what is the date basically, which is 1st Feb 2026. Yes, but if he makes something delay, like if Doran company pays, if Doran pays later, if Doran is paying on 30 June 2025, so that is not the year end, so the upcoming next year end is, so basically the year end is 30 April 2026, and after the year end, only after then 9 months he can get the refund, the company can get the refund. Only then after the 9 months the company can get the refund, which is basically first first Feb 2027. Yeah, this is what we wanted the answers from. I hope everybody got it clear. Yeah, everybody got it clear. Yeah. Was it easy? Yeah, it was simple. It was simple. I hope everyone could manage it. Yes, easy. Can we move ahead with the upcoming question? Yeah, just give me a minute. Let me check the chats. No, it's there. Okay, cool. Chalo, everybody got it clear. Let's see what is the further question that they have tested us. So yeah, we are done with question number A. Question number B is also done now. Students, Doran, oh ma'am. Over here he was getting a loan. Okay, done. Ma'am, he was having some 2-3 things, right? 2 alternatives. So what is the question? A is done, B is done. Explain with the supporting calculations which of the 2 alternatives was better for him. Okay, let's see the alternatives which is better for him. What is the better alternative for my Doran? Let's just see the question before reading. Yeah. So first alternative is Doran over here. It's going to get some benefits in the way. First alternative, Doran will get how much? Will get a free loan of 4,800. Guys, the problem is this. Already Doran has got a loan of 7,500. Now again, if he's getting a loan of 4,800, don't you think his loan is going to get increased to 10,000, beyond 10,000? Then he has to pay an interest rate of 2% for sure. Yeah. So what will be the tax over here on that? So he'll get a benefit of like 2%, but on that tax he has to pay. Means what is the tax rate? If you remember, for Doran, his income was more than the annual salary. Oh yeah. So he's not a normal taxpayer, higher taxpayer. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Cool. So let's write that. The first answer. The first answer. Yeah. For my first alternative one. For my first alternative one. For my first alternative. 2-1. In the first alternative, Doran will get what? Okay, Doran is going to get the interest-free loan again. The interest-free loan again. What is the amount, students? It's 4,800. I hope, yeah, 4,800 pounds. But before, he already got 7,500. He got prior loan. So that means if you take up the total, his loan is going to get exceeded by 10,000, and more than 10,000 obviously. So that is basically its loan is going to get exceeded. Yeah, this loan will give a rise to benefit. Yeah, that this loan is going to give rise to the benefits. But benefits of what, guys? Benefit of total loans, which is now more than 10,000. Which is now more than 10,000. So what is the interest? Doran already has an interest fee. So now the official interest becomes 2%. So official interest rate is equal to 2%. That means, guys, how much interest he is going to get? Yeah, if you can check, 12,300 into 2% arises to be 246 pounds. So this is an income, this is an interest. Okay, this is an interest. On that, again, taxes is to be paid, guys. What tax rate is what? Students, tax rate for the Doran is gonna be 20%. No, ma'am. Why? Because the Doran is not a normal taxpayer, so his tax rate is also going to increase. So that is also something I have to write. Oh, Doran salary or the amount is exceeding the basic exemption, the basic rate base, or the band, I can say. So he is a higher taxpayer. So it's a higher rate tax payer. So accordingly, he has to pay a tax rate of 40%, guys. If it is 40%, what is the liability? Oh, it's 98.4, guys. 98.4. If you check this, if you like bring it to the very nearest amount, it becomes 98 pounds. Okay, it becomes 98 pounds. So this is a first thing that we understood. You know one more, when company writes off the loan, you remember when the closely held company writes off the loan, it is treated as a dividend income. Yeah, so if it is treated as a dividend income, again 4800, then the tax is liable. Yeah. Students, this concept is, you all should get a hint when the top company writes off, yeah, will write off that guy's loan, yeah, will write off the Doran's loan of 4800, it will consider it as a dividend. Yeah, so if Doran is going to receive dividend now for him it will be treated as a dividend income, right? So now it will be treated as a dividend income, and again on dividend also my my Doran has to pay taxes, isn't it? So yeah, now it is like a dividend on which taxes are to be paid. If you check, students, what is my dividend income? Guys, my dividend income over here is 4800, and you remember, out of 4800, first 2000 are never taxed. First 2000 are always exempt. You should remember. By now, so you should remember. So yeah, in the first class also I did the same. Now also I'm doing the same. Yeah, so for initially 2000 it is 0% tax. Yeah, but students, for later 2800, what will be the tax rate? You remember? Tax rate 8.75% slab wise. Yeah, it's a higher rate taxpayer. So your tax liability will be 33.75%. So now his tax liability will be 945, on and on, 945. Cool? Only this much. Students, one thing you should get it hint again. NIC's perspective also you all have to see. It's a cash benefit. National insurance. Yeah, I have to think from the NIC perspective also. Have to think. It is an income. It is an income in cash. Then guys, what is the rate? That is important. Doran will be having this income as he is an employee, class 1 employee. You all have to choose. Yeah, as a class 1 employee, he is liable to pay NIC taxes also. Guys, what is the tax rate? Remember some slabs? Yes. So 4800 was the amount he received. He is supposed to pay a tax of 3.25%, and yeah, students, if I multiply it, I'll get this much as again the payable of the tax. So that means when you just add on the total, you know how much liability you have. This plus 945, oh my god, plus 98. If you take up the total, it's 1199. Guys, it's 1199. The total cost, if it is the first alternative, this is the total cost which the Doran has to pay. This is my first alternative. Is it easy? Is it cool? Because it is 8 markers, so I have to write all the possible adjustments. So if I'm writing this, guys, I fetch 4 marks initial, and yeah, it is comparatively easier than the prior question. Yeah, it is comparatively easier than the prior question. Let's go and read the second alternative, guys. Let's go and read the second alternative. I hope you guys are understanding it. Yeah. So when I talk about the second alternative, it is my favorite because it is easy. It's comparatively very easy. So students, when I talk about second alternative, the company will pay Doran a mileage allowances. Guys, if you remember mileage allowances, tell me now, cash allowances over here, mileage allowances, is it so much allowed? Will be treated as a cash benefits. Yeah, you remember. Home to work, it's a benefit. It is not means it is not allowed. So you cannot reduce it from the income. It is an income for him. 36 allowances. So it is subject to again taxes of 40% because its tax liability is 40%. Again, that Doran is a class 1 employee, so again you have to pay taxes. So it's on and on for him. It's not allowable. Chalo, just by reading this I could make it. Okay, so I'll write it on and on. Continuously only I'll write. Yeah. Alternative 2. Guys, alternative 2, first of all, what this Doran received. Doran received the cash allowances payable of 3600 just to travel from home to work. Yeah, so travel cost, yeah. So Doran received how much? Guys, Doran received 3600, yeah. Received 3600 pounds from the top limited as a cash allowances isn't it? If he is received as a cash allowances, so on that will be a benefit on which he got the benefit. For what he got the benefit? He got the benefit for the travel allowance. From his home to work. That is taxable, guys. That is taxable. 3600. His rate is 40% now because we know he's a higher rate taxpayer. So this is his tax liability that is supposed to pay, guys. That is supposed to pay. That is supposed to pay, guys. It's supposed to pay. Yeah. Over here also we are getting. Let's see. Further, NIC also has to pay. Yeah, he's a class 1 employee. Yeah. Yeah. Class. Last, no, it's class. It's class 1 employee. It's a class 1 employee. So he has to pay NIC also. NIC is to be taxed. NIC is also to be taxed. At what amount, guys? 3.25%, guys. So that is 3600 into this. So if I multiply it, guys, I am getting this much also to be paid. So students, even this is a liability which I could recognize just by reading. What was the second alternative they gave? Top limited will pay him a car parking fees. Car parking, is it allowed? Car parking. Do you know car parking, is it allowed? Students, car parking benefit is not having any tax implication. It is an exempt benefit. So no taxes. Okay. So that also we have to write up. Second point. Car parking is an exempt benefit. So no tax implications. Yeah. So no tax implications. Oh. Hey, let's see what's the third situation. Doran has estimated that his current annual cost is 52,200 and he's getting the car parking allowance of 13,220, and that we have just calculated the difference also. Yeah. So again I need to write his actual cost was what? His actual cost is equal to 52200, and over here he is getting some parking cost also is included. So please reduce the parking cost. So if I'm reducing the parking cost, I'm getting 1320. If I take up the sum, I'm getting, ma'am, 3900. Yeah. Is 3900 to be taxed? Oh, not like that, Baba, not like that. It needs to be adjusted. How much extra you are getting? Acha, ma'am, I got 3600, but I have to expense 3900. Oh, so 300 is a cost now. Yes, now this is to be analyzed. So if I check up the total, if I check up my total cost, it is 300. plus 117 plus the cost, which is 1400. So it's 1857 and over here it's 1191. So I hope the first alternative is way better. Yeah, it's less. So we have to write over here the total cost of first alternative is how much? Yeah, the total cost of first alternative is equal to 119 something, it was, yeah, 1199, and cost of second alternative is equal to 1857. So better is alternative 1. So then alternative 1 is cheaper. Alternative 1, it's better. So students, this is the way you have to write the answer. You have to present the answer. You have to present the answer. Only then we get sufficient enough perfect marks. Yeah. So I just need to show you again the last part of the question. Yeah. So even we did the third part. Yeah. And the last question is there. Section, the question number D. State with the reasons the due date for filing the return. Oh yeah, we know the return filing due date is like 12 months we have to pay. You all have to write, you all have to like file the returns, but then within a period of like 9 months you all are supposed to just pay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just give me a minute. Yeah, if you can check out just a minute more where it is the question. Yeah, this is the question. Let me copy the question and yeah, we will write it on your own. Top Limited is filing some returns. Let me read the question loud for you all. Yeah. Top Limited late filing returns. So Top Limited filed its corporate return, and we know that, students, is this a large company? No, it's a small company. If it is a small company, then have to file not in quarters, not in installments also. Yeah, ma'am, by the end. Yeah, so cool. So he has filed up the return. Okay, on ended on 30 April 22, on 29th August 23. Cool. And there are some late returns, but how many late return it is, by how much month it is the late return, that is again important. Year ends and 9 months. If you check out 9 months, it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, like that. Seriously, is it so? Students, you need to know this. You need to know this very well. Yeah. Students all are supposed to know that. Okay, so let's write the answer. Yeah. So basically my implications over here. Okay, the Top Limited, corporation tax liability return basically for the year ended on 30 April 22 should be filed by what, guys? Should be filed by 12 months. Yeah, should be filed within a period of 12 months. Within a period of 12 months. Okay, what is a period of 12 months, guys? It should be minimum 30 April 2023. Till that, it should be filed, isn't it? Yeah. That is something which we do. But what happened 12 months after the end? Okay, so we have to notice that the notice is required as what? As the notice requiring the filing of return was issued before. Yeah, was issued before 1st to 2023. Yeah, so basically as this return was being filed like after 3 months, so again a penalty was there. Penalty of £200 is to be applicable. So yeah, students, you can write it on your own also, but then students, I would wanted you all to just learn it for once. So yeah, I hope the paper was easy. Yeah, it was manageable, but again question 1 was pretty difficult, not difficult, but at least once though we have to know the answers. And then when I talk about question number 2, which right now we did was cool, which was quite manageable. Yeah. So I hope you guys would have enjoyed a lot. You would have understood a lot of concepts. So moving ahead with these two questions, I want you all to practice more section B questions, because compared to section A, I feel more the scoring is available in section B. So in section B, there are high chances of getting good marks. So yeah, for the day today, section B's two questions were pretty cool. Now for the upcoming classes, that is basically for for class number 4th and 5th, we will be going ahead with more further questions, yeah, from the exam papers only. And then by the end, I will explain you all the strategy to write the paper. Cool. So for the day, it was good, and we tried to manage like both the questions, which is 50 marks, in some 3 hours, along with the concepts, which took a lot of time, yeah, obviously. But then it is important, just by reading the questions, now we should not feel like, oh my god ma'am, just by reading the questions I'm feeling how much confusing it is. No, 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 no. Read it quietly, not just once, but once or twice or thrice. You are reading the paper, like you are actually doing the paper before going into the exams. You get the idea of how to interpret the things. Yes. So yes guys, if you guys have any doubts after the video, like anytime whenever you are watching the video, do have comments in the chats. Oh yeah, obviously the Lakshya is there for us, and even I am there. So guys, it's okay. I think everybody found it cool. Yeah, there was not the hard concepts, but again a manageable one. So yeah, for the day, thank you. We'll be meeting ahead with more knowledge, more concepts. Stay tuned. Thank you.